What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody has or has had a happy holiday weekend. My name is David Delano with winnersandwhiners.com. You can also check me out on X at Get Sports Strong and also on Sunday night Sports Grid TV talking with Gabe Morency about 6:40 p.m. Central Time, 7:40 Eastern Time. You can do the math from there. Usually I'm doing about 8 to 10 minutes on there talking about my predictions for Sunday Night Football, throwing out any player props that I see fit as well. While you're here, go ahead, subscribe to this channel, and let me know what your favorite plays are in the NFL for Week 13. I got two games we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk a little bit about the Arizona Cardinals and Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and also the Cleveland Browns against the San Francisco 49ers. Will it be perfect timing in Cleveland? But first, let's go ahead and get into Thanks 33. Check out promo code Thanks 33 on the winnersandwhiners.com or Picks and Parlays website. Get 33% off anything on the site, any capper, with promo code Thanks33. And there's a lot going on. It transcends, it goes into all sports, NHL, NBA, college basketball, football, of course. Let's go ahead and talk about this game here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. And well, most of you probably know, but you may not because you could be very, very busy with a lot going on. But Baker Mayfield is not going to start in this game. Terry Bridgewater is the quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which has seen this opening line drop from 48.5 down to 43.5, and seen the Tampa Bay Buccaneers go down from a 6-point favorite down to a 2.5-point favorite at home. Tampa Bay 6-5, big game for them. You got an Arizona Cardinals team that is 3-8, 2-3 on the road, and this has been an Arizona Cardinals team that coming off of a tough loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars. They've now lost their last three games. 27-24 loss to the Jags at home, which was followed by which came after a 41-22 loss to the San Francisco 49ers. And then they also had that 44-22 loss to the Seattle Seahawks. So been some pretty big, substantial losses here for the Arizona Cardinals. On the other side, Tampa Bay, they're on a 3-game losing streak of their own, just completely embarrassed by the Rams on Sunday night, 34-7. They lost to the Bills 44-32 before that, and 28-23 to the New England Patriots. Where I'm looking in this game, though, despite Arizona, a very, very hard team to trust, but Jacoby Brissett has quietly really been on a roll right now. 11 touchdown passes, 3 interceptions. I've been going with his passing props for over. I mean, look at these these games for Jacoby Brissett: 320 yards, 279, 261, 258, 452 against the 49ers, and 317 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. You know that Todd Bowles prevent they've been calling it. Look, Tampa Bay's been giving up points. Jacoby Brissett, Arizona, they've been moving the ball. With this total, do I want to go over the game? It's a little hard to trust. What are we going to see from Tampa Bay and Terry Bridgewater? But what I do like, my favorite play actually in this video is going to be with the Arizona Cardinals team total over 20.5 points. I like the Arizona Cardinals team total over 20.5 points. And if you want more plays, you can check out winnersandwhiners.com. Use that promo code Thanks33. Let's get into this game against the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. Look ahead line was up 6.5. Now it's down to 4.5. And the Browns defense, has just been outstanding. Overall, outstanding at home. Coming off of a win against a terrible Las Vegas Raiders team. But this is a Browns team, earlier in the season. Beat the Green Bay Packers at home in Cleveland. They covered against the Baltimore Ravens a couple weeks ago, despite not really being able to do too much offensively. How big is the Shedeur Sanders effect? I think that San Francisco on the short week traveling to Cleveland here, After a big Monday Night Football win against the Carolina Panthers, now they're traveling to Cleveland. This is a 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time game or a 10 a.m. Pacific Time game. I see why the lines moved. You got a total of 36.5, and this Cleveland defense is the real deal. We saw Brock Purdy throw all those interceptions in the first half against the Carolina Panthers. And going up against this Cleveland team, I think that this San Francisco offense is going to see some struggles, man. Myles Garrett, they're coming off of a 10-sack game. I think we are going to see a better game plan from Shedeur Sanders, whether people think that they just don't want him to shine, they don't trust him, what it is. I'm not saying any of those things, but I do think that we're going to see good defense by Cleveland. I do think that this crowd in Cleveland is going to be inspired and motivated for Shedeur starting, for this team to be 3-8, and they're getting 4.5 points here. I like the Cleveland Browns to cover. Liked it better when it was at 6, but at 4.5, I think if I'm getting more than 3 points, 3.5, 4.5, I'm getting more than 3 points. I like the Cleveland Browns here. I do think that they're a live dog, and I'm personally in the group that I think that and people think that Stefanski and the Browns trying to sabotage Shedeur. I'm not so sure about that. I really thought that, not that anybody cares, right? But I thought that this situation with the Raiders was going to be a good time for him to start all season. You looked at the schedule from the beginning. It was either going to be the bye week after the Jets or against the Raiders. Dylan Gabriel, he needed a bit better game in that game against the Jets. Now, Browns, they played the Raiders. They're at home against San Francisco. San Francisco's a good team, but they're at home. And then they play the Tennessee Titans. So Cleveland and Shedeur, it's really a good situation. I don't think that week 1 would have went well, the first 6 games starting. I think that now's a good time for Shedeur to start. I'm not so sure they're trying to sabotage him. I'm really not. Let me know, though, if you got any opinions on that. I'm going to take the Browns plus that 4.5. You can also follow me on X at GetSportsStrong. My name is David Delano. Once again, leave your favorite plays in the comments. I would love to see those. Hopefully everybody has a happy holiday weekend. Be good to each other out there, and always wager responsibly. Check out winnersandwhiners.com as well. Promo code THANKS33. Get yourself 33% off on anything on the website. Let's enjoy some football.